Hi there, YouTubers. Well, I've had the most extraordinary day today. It has been quite bizarre. I was in Oxford Street, right outside Bond Street tube station, and I was covered in coveralls which came right around my face like that. Safety harness, massive wader boots, and we opened a manhole cover right outside Bond Street tube station in Oxford Street in London, and I climbed down a flight of stairs that was very, very long, and when I got to the bottom I was knee deep in shit. There's not really any other way of describing it. The reason I was there was because I'm in the middle of making a series for Channel 5 television, which will go out in January next year. It's called How Do They Do It? So we're looking at all these different aspects of our lives that we don't generally see, and today it was sewers. And the London sewerage system is fantastic, but it was the symbolism somehow of being in a consumer paradise of Oxford Street, very busy with Christmas shoppers, all the lights from all the shops around, and suddenly you go underneath it into the bowels of London, quite literally the bowels. What is fascinating, I mean, it's just absolutely fascinating, there's no doubt about it. There's no way of just really describing it. You've got to be there, but I wouldn't advise it, and it's not a job I'd like to do. And I have to say, the guys that looked after us today were phenomenal. They were amazing men. I mean, they're kind of heroes, really, unsung heroes who do that work. Because one of the problems they have in the sewers is that, particularly fast food restaurants, it seems to be, illegally get rid of some of their cooking oil down the drain. And what this does is it congeals into great lumps of fat that cling to the side of the sewers. And if they don't clean it off, it will completely block up the sewers. And imagine what it would be like in London. We're talking 10 million people. The sewage system in London deals with 10 million people's effluent. And I did think it was going to be like, you know, solid blocks of gunge floating past, but it was very watered down. If you think of it, yeah, okay, there's your poo and there's your wee and there's your puke and other unmentionables. But there's also your washing machines, your baths, showers, sinks, washing up, all that stuff also goes down there. So it's very diluted. It's not really as thick as I was expecting. It's like a thin consommé soup rather than a chunky minestrone. But it's quite gross. But it was lovely to do it there, you know, because obviously you can get into the sewers in anywhere in London. You could do it in a little side street or near the river or something. But this was right in the middle of London. It was absolutely amazing. So I haven't had a great deal of time to do shopping, but I have done some online shopping, and as lots of people have mentioned about the Wii. Boy, was I experiencing a lot of Wii today, but the Wii, I've ordered the Nintendo Wii for my children for Christmas, and it's the only new thing we're getting. We're going to try and do a lot of second-hand stuff for Christmas, but the Wii is new, and it seems to be easy to get. We haven't actually received it yet, so I may live to regret saying that, but I've ordered it, and I've just had a confirmation that it's being delivered tomorrow, so it doesn't seem to be that hard. Don't know. It's always good to hype up the shortage of your product. I think it's worth being aware of that it is a consumer trick. Oh, you can't get a Wii for love nor money unless you go into a shop with money, and then you can just buy one. So it's always a good thing to do, pretend there's a shortage. Always worth being aware of that. But that's all really. It's just been an extraordinary day down in the sewers, and I've just really been washing a lot. Clean, not a spot left. Anyway, if you have been, I thank you for watching and listening.